Welcome back to this episode of RADBMX Builds. I'm Sean, and man, the long-awaited finally arrived, the Skyway 20-inch TA bike from Planet BMX. I've been waiting on this bike for quite some time. They did a pre-order, I jumped on that, and I bought a complete bike. And then in that process of waiting, I bought a bunch of parts. So we're gonna go ahead and do an unboxing, put the bike together the way it comes, and I'm gonna show you what that's gonna look like, and then we're gonna modify it. So let's get going. Okay, let's quickly go over some of the stuff that I got. I got the Skyway Stoltz stand in chrome, and that came just a few days ago, but quite a while back, I bought some Amy Unitron grips with some flight donuts. My buddy Wes, the dice guy, gave me these. Those are valve stem caps and a break-in cap. And then I bought it's not chrome, a polished aluminum Redline 42 tooth chain ring or sprocket, whatever you want to call it. I'm on the fence whether I'm going to use this blue and chrome linked chain. So we'll see what that looks like. And then absolutely had to go with the red gum wall tires, and you'll see why. And then I got this Skyway 09 airflow plate, which is super sick. I run these 09 airflow plates on a couple different bikes that you've maybe seen. I have them on, I don't know, my GT 50th anniversary bike, and I've had a few other over the years. So now that you see some of the parts, let's go ahead and get this box wide open and get building this bike so you can see it. Okay, we got it all unboxed. Let's talk about a few things. First and foremost, packaging. Planet BMX goes above and beyond. They open up these bikes when they get them and apply more packaging. That's what all the brown paper was that you saw me removing in the beginning of the unboxing. So shout out to Planet BMX for protecting these bikes, because when I got my bike from UPS yesterday, the box is caved in on the bottom, and I wasn't really worried, but there's always that little bit in the back of my mind until I get it out of the box and take a look at it. Planet BMX ensures that that bike is going to be packaged probably the best you're gonna get one, so thanks again. Okay, now let's go over some of the parts and pieces the way you would get it out of the box. Right up front, this is a Velo seat, and if you look, this is like all the other Velo seats that are out on the market right now with the subdued lightning bolt, but Skyway just added their emblem onto it. And chrome rail, chrome seat guts, which is nice, but just a basic standard Velo seat. I think it would have been nicer to get like a red Viscount or something like that. I do like the MKS BM7 pedals, which are very cool. And you get the MX die-comp lever that matches the MX 1000 die-comp rear brakes. And we'll talk about these brake shoes a little bit in a minute. But then you get these knockoff Amy grips that I really don't like. And I'm glad they're not on the bars, because I probably would have just cut them off to put my other ones on. I'm not even going to install these. So I don't like them. I would highly recommend you get a better grip if you're going to buy this bike. For example, like I got these red and blue Amy Unitrons, and these are actual Amy grips, where these are just some sort of knockoff, so not recommended. Beautiful Skyway bars, Skyway pads, which are super cool. And then they give you all of this, and I've noticed this fairly often with some of these new retro bikes, is they're throwing in these random front brakes that would just look terrible on that bike. So you do get a front brake package, a bell, all your reflectors, and your chain guard. So all of that will not be used on this build. So this is what it's going to look like out of the box. And it came with a sick Skyway etched seat post, a Skyway etched stem. This is 1-inch threaded, a Tongi headset in red, which is pretty cool. The Dicomp MX 28.6 seat post clamp, and then the red MX 1000 brakes. Okay, you can see that it comes with the Redline chain ring and just a standard chrome chain, which is pretty cool. But like I said, I'm gonna be swapping this stuff out. I think my version is gonna look a lot nicer than the black one that's on there. And I know they're probably trying to complement the Competition 3 tires, but the black tires are coming off, and I got the red ones. Okay, these are the Skyway Tough 2s with the flanges. So pretty high dollar wheels on there, which makes me pretty happy. I was gonna do a red anodized 20-inch wheel, but these are really hard to come by, so I think I'm gonna leave these on the bike, and they're iconic to the Skyway bikes. Now they use the red Skyway pad because of the red tough wheel. You don't wanna use a black pad on a colored wheel. It's just gonna leave the black scuff marks. So you gotta use these pads. The brakes do not come adjusted, so you're gonna have to do that. Okay, so that's the unboxing. That's the rundown of the parts and components. I think we're gonna go ahead and put it together as it would come with the parts that it comes with, aside from the grips. I just can't seem to get myself to put those grips on, only to take them back off and put on the Amy's that I bought. So I'm gonna put the bike together with the grips I bought, and then we're gonna put on all the stuff that I bought after I reveal what the bike looks like when it's all finished. So let's go ahead and get this bike put together. Okay, out of the box, this is it minus the grips. I put on the brake lever, attached the brake cable. Now everything's just kind of mocked up. It's not tightened down to spec or anything because I am going to be swapping out a bunch of parts, but I just wanted to put it together so you can see what it looks like with the stuff that you would get out of the box, like I said before. And it's a pretty sharp bike. I really like it. But it does need, in my opinion, just a few finishing touches. I think the pads are gonna look really good on there, and I'll put those on in a moment. But the number plate and the tires and the grips I bought, I think are really gonna make this bike pop. So there it is, the Skyway TA 20-inch extra long that was available at Planet BMX. Now I think it's time to do what I do and add some custom touches. Okay, the bike went together great, and honestly, man, what a transformation those parts made to it. And I think you're gonna agree, it just looks so much better this way, more 80s really, and I think they did a good job, I really do. I'm not trying to bash what they put out, but man, this looks way better. Let's show you, stop teasing you, and go over my lightly customized Skyway TA. Okay, how can you not agree with that blue chain, red tires, the different grips, the number plate, like it all just comes together so nicely. Thanks again to everyone that reached out to me and wanted to help with this. Wes, Mr. Dice Guy on Instagram, for hooking me up with the valve stem caps and brake end cap. I really appreciate it. This bike's been a few months in the making. I had a really good time putting it together. I hope you liked it. Comment down below. Do you like it better now, or did you like it better before? I think I already know the answer to that. If you want merch, RADBMXBUILDS.com. Shirts, hats, hoodies, stickers. I appreciate your support for that. This bike is now probably gonna end up on my wall because it's just super iconic looking, iconic brand, and I think it deserves a place up there. So I hope you enjoyed the video. And make sure you hit the subscribe button. I appreciate that. That helps me out more than you'll ever know. And as always, stay rad.